will see that it is worth more than 8 years in any university. Because you will go back, even if you are MD, you will go back to start healing the doctors who taught you. The divine wisdom of Africa is not written in books. It is boldly written in the flowing of the rivers. It is on the leaves of the trees. It is in the songs we sing. It is in the proverbs we tell. And it is in the system of training our forebears who will carry our posterity. And what is more great, loving, and adorable, and which they cannot understand, is our lessons are also in the air we breathe. Because the energy that you can get from pouring out righteousness is so healing that sometimes you just wake up and meet somebody and greet that person, and the person's sickness will go away. It happens all the time. It used to happen to me when I was in high school. When my friends just told me, at that time I never knew it was healing I was doing, told me that they were sick. I just tell them, oh, but don't you know that I'm going to follow my grandfather's path? Okay, bring me this cup of water. And I said, okay, drink it. And they became okay. You see, we have a heritage we must be proud of. Some people will just throw up their arms and say, okay, we have this system that we are in now, so, well, there's nothing we can do again. Let me tell you one thing. Our people say, if the monster running after you to catch you is not tired, and you who are running away from the master say you are tired, okay, you can well stand there and he will come grasp you and finish with you totally. The monster chasing you is not tired, and you say, oh, I'm fed up. Okay, when you are fed up with the race, just stand there. You see, so learning is an eternal pursuit. If you really want to be a divine child of God, learning must be your number one hobby. Over there back at home, they teach us in every situation. And that makes us very knowledgeable. That is why when you are around the older people, you are always intelligent. Because you can just be going to farm. You see, we don't have a curriculum like this is a school. You can go to farm and walking behind your uncle, and he will see maybe any rodent, a rat, a mouse, or cross you on the path with speed. And he will tell you, wait. So later on, when you go, he will tell you that, you know why I told you to wait? Anytime you see a small animal or a rodent running so fast, it is possible it is a snake that is chasing it. And so when you immediately follow, you might be in the snake's path, and the snake will wrongly bite you and kill you with a deadly poison, because he wants to kill that animal and eat. But if you are just a human being walking, he will never give you that deadly bite. And you see, so we learn anytime, anywhere. And I think it was the same thing here. When women were cooking, they have their young girls by their side. Oh, you cut this tomato for me, you cut this onion for me. Okay, so the learning was informal but continuous. And it makes you very intelligent. It makes you fit into society. And I think that is complete education. An education that makes you fit as an equipment for the plantation alone. and you are not even using it to be able to help yourself and the people around you, it's not a good education. If you are a healer, you must have the total knowledge of healing within your environment. Because we say everywhere a problem is, there lies the solution. So this idea of incurable disease does not exist. Menopause. Please, how many of our women here can agree that somebody has paused them? Because they are DVD players. So somebody just decides to put a pause on them. So at this age, you are convinced to believe that, oh, because I reach this age, I'm so dry, I don't even enjoy sex, and I have hot flashes, and I have this. Lord have mercy. You are glorifying a lie that is killing you. Why are your counterparts on the continent, some of them bringing forth at 55, 60 years? And I tell you, there is this herb called jawari, and you know what that jawari means? It means the women are able to keep themselves so well that some of them at 50 will taste like they are 18. And therefore, if you think she's an old lady and you are young, if you allow your husband to stray and taste her, he will never come back. You see, we have herbs that help us to live to the fullness of life. Discomfort, sickness should not be taken as normal. Anybody who convinces you that you must take your discomfort as being normal, have a hand to play in that discomfort. And because he does not want you to know the truth, and for him to take that blame, he brings a lot of theories to make you believe it is normal. How many of you believe that God will create you? And I'm talking to the ladies. And then the loving and just God will tell you that, my daughter, I'm creating you today. When you are about 40 years, I'm going to make you suffer. So just accept it. No, if it doesn't sound right, then why are they telling you that the problems with the cessation of menses is normal? Cessation of menses, yes, fine. But that doesn't mean that you must not enjoy life to the fullest. You must be having memory problems. It is basically a hormonal imbalance caused by the lousy diet they have forced on us. And they will turn around and write their medical books and say, oh, these sort of diseases are prevalent among the black and colored people. Because you have forced them to take into their system what is not good for them. You have forced them to certain nutritional levels that are false. Take a lot of milk, cow's milk, and you will get calcium. That is a lie. If you really think you want to take cow's milk, you know the advice I'll give you. Go into the forest and look for the wild cows when they have brought forth, and try to suckle their breasts while their children are coming to eat, and you see what that cow will do to you. Whether he will allow you to take the milk from his children. You see, we are flouting the principles of nature. Somebody somewhere is crazy. And in order to make his craziness fashionable, he sells part of that craziness to you so that you become a part of that crazy entity. 70% or more of the black race have lactose intolerance. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? The animals that are supposed to be predators in the forest have claws. Do you have claws for hunting? Let me tell you, the whole of the mammalian creation God made dwell on plants. Today, if you don't know it, I'll tell you. Even the fishes of the sea, they feed on the spirulina, the plankton, the alga, and the rest. The only fishes that feed on other fishes are predators to be able to keep the population in a certain way. Because fishes were created in the rivers mainly to keep the oxygen level of the